Hello, Scorpio loved ones, and welcome to the Soulmate Journey Empath. I feel so very thankful and blessed that you felt guided to this video, to this channel. This will be your Soulmate Journey reading for June 2019. And I meditate as an intuitive as I am preparing to shuffle the cards. And I close my eyes for just a second and there's red, the color red. Scorpio, this probably doesn't come as a surprise to you. Um, there's some kind of blockage going on in your root chakra, and you're not feeling very grounded right now. You're trying to establish a sense of grounding. Alternatively, especially with the intensity of that full moon in Scorpio back in April, I know as having a Scorpio moon that had a significant transformative impact on me. It's probably had an even more significant transformative impact on you, loved ones. And so you may, since this full moon back in April, you may have started cutting things out to minimize what you have going on so that you don't feel ungrounded or out of balance. And having a personal sense of control, feeling like you're in control of yourself and in control of your life is just essential to you, Scorpio, especially for you to be able to manifest and maintain your positivity in the way that is so very beautiful about a Scorpio that is in balance. And so you definitely have felt off balance. And so I recommend that you do some healing and some grounding work to help balance and align that root chakra upon which every other chakra rests. It's your roots, your stability. And since this full moon, you just really haven't felt like your stable, in control self. And so you may have been agitated or irritable. You may be holding a grudge against someone for the way that they have behaved. But whatever the specific thing or combination of things, Scorpio, you just have decided, nope, I can't. There's only so much I can do. This is too much. I don't feel like I can manage this. And this was a very difficult decision for you to come to. However, this is transformative, and that's what you do best, Scorpio, is transform and come back with those lessons learned to create something more stable, more solid, more meaningful, deeper, and more beautiful. So, to celebrate you, lovely Scorpios, I've had some dear Scorpios in my life. My older brother, who's deceased, and my older sister, who is still with us, are both Scorpio natives. And having that Scorpio moon and Scorpio in my outer planets, I've always felt a connection with them and their energies. And so I felt drawn to wear my Imperial Topaz ring. My brother was November 5th. So in his memory, I had this ring made. And citrine has kind of taken Topaz's place when it comes to that November birthstone. So for our November native Scorpios in particular, I'm thinking that a lot of the meditations that came in the pre-shuffle are directed at you. And so I also felt guided to have citrine over our cards to kind of charge those energies for the reading. So before we begin, what we do here on this channel for our monthly Soulmate Journey readings is we consult the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck just to get your energies, Scorpio, here on the right, and on the left, a sense of the energies of a person that you may be dealing with. And this could be a soul family member. This could be a karmic partner. This could be a karmic teacher. Or if you subscribe to the belief, you may be on a soul twin flame journey. And so essentially, we're going to read both energies with those. There, the Psychic Oracle deck. We'll be clarifying using the Gilded Tarot to get just a little level deeper on not just your energies, but the soulmate lessons that you'll be learning through the month of June 2019. And finally, we use the Journey of Love Oracle deck to deliver those soulmate messages for you, Scorpio loved ones, and the message for the person you may be dealing with, as well as a shared energy between the two of you for this month. So I'm really kind of anxious to hear about what's going on. So before we even get into the tarot, if there was anything about that meditation, Scorpio loved ones, that really resonated with you, tell me what's going on in the comments, please. I'm eager to know what everyone is dealing with, where they're at, how that full moon has triggered another transformation in those with a Scorpio affinity, and just really, what are the things that you've been cutting out? What are you tired of? So, loved ones, let's begin. What is Scorpio's energy on their soulmate journey, June 2019? What is Scorpio's energy on their soulmate journey for June of 2019? And there it comes. So your energy, yes, the base chakra, the root chakra, number one, the essential, the foundation. Something has thrown this off. And by the time we got to the eclipse or the full moon, you just really looked inside of yourself and got to a point, Scorpio, where you said, no more. No more. This is not me. I am an optimistic person. I don't like to be long-suffering and wounded, Scorpio. And I just don't feel in my power. And there are things that I'm going to have to let go, because it's not like me to run around and be frustrated at every little thing, to see red so easily, and also to not feel grounded. So definitely a confirmation on that meditation in the pre-shuffle for you, Scorpio. What else do we need to know about Scorpio's energies for their soulmate journey, June 2019? What do we need to know about Scorpio's energies on their soulmate journey for June 2019? What else do we need to know about Scorpio's energies for their soulmate journey? Oh my goodness. And there you are. Transformation in traditional tarot. This is the Death card. So again, confirming those intuitive messages that this triggered this time of change. And what is especially interesting too is if we pull numerology into this change, this beginning, where you just realize I'm out of balance and I just can't do this anymore. The Scorpio, the 1 and 3 add to 4 in numerology, and the 4th month, April, was when we had that full moon in Scorpio. So a lot of cosmic influence for you that has triggered this transformation, this soul evolution, this change, which you do beautifully. All right. And we have the intuition, number 2, also in traditional tarot, the High Priestess. So, it's really funny. Your energy is just spot on, Scorpio. Very, very attuned here. Excuse me. Not only do we have the chakra that is associated with your physical dominion, we have the spiritual element of transformation, and we also have the spiritual gift, the blessing of intuition, which for Scorpio natives, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio, Venus is very, very strong. This is a gift. This is a gift that has been given to you per your soul contract for this part of your journey. And these are very, very powerful gifts. Very powerful gifts. But with having these powerful gifts that come from the divine, we really have to ground ourselves in day-to-day reality. So huge, huge transformation, cosmic changes, karmic lessons being learned and processed, and grounding taking place, this healing grounding energy. All right. Let's find out what the energies are of the person that Scorpio is dealing with. And that popped right out. Didn't even get to finish. Spiritual strength, 9 of Wands energy. So, 9s through a cycle. If we begin at 1 and we end at 10. 9s are a leg of the journey that we take by ourselves. They're a reflective period. And with the 9 of Wands is very much about gathering your strength, no matter how exhausted you may be, to be able to pull through and complete that cycle, give that final push so that that cycle can be completed. What else do we need to know about the energies of the person that Scorpio is dealing with for June 2019? What else do we need to know about the energies of the person Scorpio is dealing with for June 2019? And we have the 4 of Swords. So rest and rejuvenate. Again, this is kind of taking a step back. So there's a lot of introspection going on with the person that you're dealing with right now, Scorpio. There is for you too, but there's more manifestation with this transformative energy in the base chakra. Very creative, very in control of the art of manifestation, which is one of your strengths, Scorpio loved ones. So one last card on the energies for the person that Scorpio is dealing with. Their Soulmate Journey for June 2019. Another card on the person Scorpio is dealing with. Their energies. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. Prosperity begins. So the person you're dealing with, Scorpio, is really, really focused on getting through this period. You have kind of gone into yourself to do the work that you need to do. You have very karmic work going on. Deep, deep lessons being learned that you're going to carry forward after this transformation. There's also the sense of a beginning, having the base chakra with the number 1, the Ace of Pentacles. And we talked about manifestation with this base chakra. Manifestation happens with the Ace of Pentacles. It's a beginning of stability, planting something that will grow. And so a little synchronicity here with these energies. What is work that Scorpio is doing on their soulmate journey for the month of June 2019? What is work that Scorpio is doing on their soulmate journey for June of 2019? And the Empress jumped out. Fertility. Right under base chakra. Scorpio. I don't know. For some of you, definitely not for all of you. For some of you, be careful about this base chakra being out of balance. And if you're not really in that spiritual state to address and heal it and ground yourself right now, be careful of getting carried away with excesses of passion. They may produce a very tangible result in the month of June going into July. That's a message that I feel some people need to be aware of. For others, I see another story here about divine feminine energy. Divine feminine energy. Fertile, nurturing, comforting, lovely, beautiful. But there's also this balance when we look at her. She's balancing. Her heart is in balance. She's poised. And when we look at the tree branches coming out of her head, what else does that tell us? She's grounded. So for some of you that are watching, there's a story here about getting back in touch with the relationships you'd like to have with family, with putting time into those relationships. Perhaps there were other things that were pulling you in other directions because of this innate ability to manifest, to dedicate yourself deeply to projects. And they've taken you away from what is really, really important to you, which is family, which is a legacy, which is a connection. So also some of us may not be feeling in our power. So there's healing through the divine feminine coming to this base chakra. What other work is Scorpio doing on their soulmate journey for June 2019? What work is Scorpio doing on their soulmate journey for June 2019? What work is Scorpio doing? Oh, more karmic lessons, making room. This kind of confirms that meditation, confirming the messages we're getting here. Disruption, number 16, is the tower in traditional tarot. Right underneath transformation. Could the message be clearer? So big, huge things happening for you here, Scorpio. And again, I can't help but emphasize, if you go back and look at the calendar for that full moon in Scorpio that we had in April, and you look over the events that have got you to this point, I have a sneaking suspicion that that was the turning point for a lot of Scorpios, or those with a lot of Scorpio influence. So this tower, it is reminding us that in order to make room for all of the things that we want, space for the things that we want, even if we're cutting things away, all of the non-essential just needs to fall away to make room for what matters. Make room for what matters. And again, I'm coming back to that storyline that I'm sensing is going to resonate with some of you, wherein maybe you haven't been able to spend that time at home. There's been disruption in the home because there were too many things going on, and they just simply had to be cut out. Non-essential things had to be cut out. So interesting. And let's get one more message on the work that Scorpio is doing, their soulmate journey for June of 2019. Another message for Scorpios. And wow, the universe, the world in traditional tarot, under that gift of intuition. So use this gift. It is going to guide you. It is going to guide you. It is a blessing. It is a talent that you have for this soul contract. And your world needs transformation so that you are feeling like your place in the larger world is more grounded. A lot of karmic stuff going on here. Other than the base chakra, we have all major arcana for you, Scorpio. So a lot going on in terms of your lessons on your soulmate journey, the work that you're putting in for the month of June. What work is Scorpio's person putting in on their soulmate journey for June of 2019? And the Four of Wands came out. Foundation and achievement. A lot more fire energy, a lot more action going on with the person that you may be dealing with this month. The Four of Wands is really about maintaining a stable foundation. And here, 4, going back to that 4. So for some of you who are partnered with someone already, you going into this period of deep transformation that started mid to late April, they've kind of been figuring things out on their end, right? Because you're not going to come out of this as exactly the same person, thinking and doing things exactly the same way. So they're kind of figuring out how the home is going to look, how to manage this load, how to be supportive of this load in the physical, in the practical, in that go sense, while you're deep inside yourself with this personal transformation. So there is a little bit with the 4 and the 4. And so for some of you that this storyline resonates with, your person has been managing everything that is not divine while you have been working through this, and really trying to provide support in a way that they know how. What other work is Scorpio's person doing for the month of June 2019 on their soulmate journey? What work is Scorpio's person doing the month of June 2019 on their soulmate journey? What work is Scorpio's person doing? And we got the 9 of Swords, suffering in silence. So another 9 here. We have Wands and Swords, both appearing twice, 9 of each and 4 of each in the person that you're dealing with. So there may be some of their own work that is coming to an end that is at this reflective state. But they're also, while they're working on these things that are more grounded in 3D than 5D. You're working heavily in 5D this month in June 2019, Scorpios, or whenever you're guided to this reading. This other person very much in 3D. So they may be in a supportive role to you as you're doing this really deep work. One more for the work that Scorpio's person will be doing on their soulmate journey for June of 2019. Work that Scorpio's person will be putting in on their soulmate journey for June 2019. June 2019. And we have number 14, patience in traditional tarot. This is the Temperance card. So that 1 and 4 for numerology add up to a 5, and 5s are about being stuck. On their path right now, and I definitely think that regardless of which aspect of this story is resonating with you, Scorpio or Crosswatcher, the couple storylines have emerged here. But I think you definitely already know this person that you're dealing with, and they definitely have a positive contract with you. Could be soul family, could be a karmic teacher, but there's a lot of support. There's a lot of support. And in this spiritual strength, this person, in being in a supportive role, finds clarity, finds truth, finds strength. And they clearly see with this patience and then all of your major arcana that you're really going through this transformation right now. And I would suspect that they're at the very least part of your soul family because they know this, they recognize this, they know you. And they really want to support you as you go through this transformation. And with this Ace of Pentacles, they know that there's going to be this beautiful new beginning, something that you can build on with the finished product when you come out of this period of transformation. And they're excited about it. They're just kind of trying to rest and make sure that everything else maintains its stability and that they're able to pull through kind of this individual part of their journey while you complete yours. And patience. And with the numerological association with the number 5, they kind of surrendered that this is something that they are not in control of the timing of the pace for, but they seem like they're okay with that. So beautiful, beautiful supportive energy coming in for you in the month of June and the person you're dealing with, Scorpio loved ones, and very, very beautiful, promising, transformative energy happening for you. Let's get a clarifier on the base chakra and fertility for our Scorpio loved ones on their soulmate journey for June 2019. Clarification on the base chakra and fertility for Scorpio soulmate journey, June 2019. All right. 6 of Swords energy. So again, that coming up underneath the Empress and the base chakra really takes me back to that story about some of you having too many obligations that are taking you away from home, taking you away from family, from partners, from children, from parents, from siblings, whatever type of familial or cohabitive relationships that you have at home. Up until this eclipse, to the point where, or excuse me, I keep saying eclipse, full moon. Up until this full moon, you just were getting run ragged with all of these things. No time to devote to the things that were truly on a deep, deep level important to you. And so you got this mental clarity and you just said, you know what? I'm moving on. I'm only taking what I know serves me, what is the most valuable to me on a deep soul level. And I'm just moving away from everything else, moving into calmer waters. Why? Because I'm trying to ground myself. Transformation in the Tower. Tell us about, oh, and there's the Tower twice. Double message. The Tower twice. The Tower twice. So, and look, even with the way that these cards are laid out, she's literally leaving the Tower and moving on from it, taking what's necessary to rebuild, but that's it. And the Moon here with the water, intuition is guiding her in the right direction. And that's just describing some of the energy with this card. It doesn't have to be feminine energy. Although the Scorpio, you do have a feminine association. That's just your energy of, you know what, I'm done. I'm moving on. This doesn't serve me anymore. This is stressing me out, throwing me out of balance. These gifts that I have are not working. I need to get back into my power. All right. Intuition in the universe. Let's clarify that for Scorpio Soulmate Journey. And there it is. Here we've been talking about how adept you are at manifesting things. And here with the number 1, base chakra, manifesting. That is what you do. There is almost a magical quality to the way in which you are able to tap into your intuition, go through these transformative periods, and emerge as something stronger, bolder, brighter, and more beautiful than you were before, Scorpio. Your constant soul and personal evolution is a marvelous thing. And you know that you have what it takes to get through this cycle, process these lessons, get grounded again, and move on and start manifesting, which is what you are amazing at. Let's clarify for the person you're dealing with, month of June 2019, spiritual strength and foundation and achievement for Scorpio's person. And we have another. There we have the Hangman, number 12, underneath. So, a Hangman and Nine of Wands, spiritual strength, kind of have a similar message, right? You're in a self-imposed state of reflection to find your clarity. So, there is a little bit of withdrawal. This is a 12 card. It comes down to a 3. But it also kind of supports this other stuff that's going on with the patience, where a Scorpio, we love you so much, so deeply for who you are and how you have to do things. We'll be patient and wait. And we'll adjust to the game plan when you're ready to come back emotionally. All right. We have the 8 of Wands. We want some movement here. This patience is difficult. We're suffering in silence, that we just want to get things going over on the other side. A lot of passion, fire energy. And your person is just holding it back. They're holding it back, and they're trying to give you that healing space to be the best support for you that they can be. One more card on Scorpio's person's energy. And there you are. Number 13 goes down to 4, the Death card. So there's some synchronicity with the 4, the 1s. Okay. So this is a solid connection where there's understanding and freedom. And they just know, they just want to, come on, Scorpio, let's go. And Scorpio, you're still in that process, but you're going to come out of it stronger. So let's get soulmate messages for Scorpio for the month of June 2019. Soulmate messages for Scorpio, the month of June 2019. Soulmate messages for Scorpio for the month of June. And we have number 31, which goes to, again, a 4, stability, with the Christ flame. And we were talking earlier, Scorpio, about these gifts that you have been given from a divine source. There is something magical about you. And you really are trying to get back in that power because you don't want to let that energy go to waste. So you're really getting back in that power, and just know that you have the flame of divine love burning inside of you, guiding you. Let's get soulmate message for Scorpio's person for June 2019. Message for Scorpio's person for June 2019. Message for Scorpio's person for June 2019. And we have card number 32, the next one after yours, which comes back to that 5, devotion to the small, taking care of those everyday tasks, taking care of the mundane to allow you to experience that evolution and really come back into your power, Scorpio. Beautiful, loving, supportive energy. And I had my eyes closed as I was doing that shuffle, and just green came through. So lots and lots of love for you, lots of support for you, Scorpio, as you are embarking on this transformation. What is mutual energy between Scorpio and their person for the month of June 2019? And oh, look at this beautiful red, the heart of the moment. The heart of the moment. While you may not be feeling like you're spiritually or physically on the same page as your person this month, Scorpio, this is a moment that you need for your growth and your transformation. They get this, and they'll handle all of the material things, all of the emotional, the physical things here in 3 dimensions, while you do this deep, deep work guided by the divine in 5D. And they know that this is a moment that is important for you in your growth, in your journey. And it's kind of beautiful. I'm not sure with our lighting how well we can see this, but this is almost like a soul family standing guard around this heart. So you definitely are connected with somebody who knows you and deeply, deeply loves and understands you. They understand you, Scorpio. How difficult is that to come by, right? Scorpio's not so difficult to understand, but it's very difficult to find people who can see that ethereal quality that you have, that calling to a great purpose, and to really understand the depth and the complexity of it, and the depth and the complexity of a beautiful, beautiful creature like you, a beautiful manifester like you. So I hope that these messages resonated with at least some of you. There were a couple different storylines that kind of emerged here, but regardless, know that you are going through great things and resolving some karma right now, and you're going to take what you've learned from those lessons and move forward and get back into your power and manifest and find your grounding. You have the patience, the love, the support, the stability, all of those 4s, the stability of cooperation with a member of your soul family to help you through this, to support you, and to give you the freedom to do this and accomplish it in your own time. So absolutely beautiful messages for you, my Scorpio loved ones. I hope that you have a wonderful June. Hopefully these messages will guide you on your journey. I ask you to like, comment, subscribe, and share if this resonates with you. Also comment, tell me what's going on. There were a couple of different stories that emerged. I would love to know what's going on with you, loved ones. So love, light, and peace to you, my beautiful Scorpios, and many blessings. Bye-bye.